Buonasera a tutti. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another edition of Calcio with Rino. It's always a pleasure to have back Mr. Severino in the house. Come
Ciao
stai,
tutti,
paesano?
ciao tutti, buonasera. Buonasera my time.
Yeah, well, it's kind of buonasera here too. I know it's 5:30 Vancouver time, but
Yep.
I thought for once to do our early one. So
Oh, yes. Grazie.
even for you, yeah, and the people that follow me at Easter time. So why not?
Yeah,
So, guys, put a beautiful like and subscribe. I'm close to 400, so let's put these subscriptions
let's go.
and
Like and
likes.
subscribe. Let's
Yeah,
go.
and thank you all for the love support. I really do appreciate to you all lovely people. So, and of course, the support to whoever comes to my channel, like Severino, Trimboli, and everyone. And we have somebody already here. Roberto, Forza Italia, we're back. Found a new striker, Retegui. Hey, we're
Oh,
back.
yeah.
Calma,
Cal
calma, my friend. Calma.
calma, calma, calma. As
Speaking,
Pasquale says, halma,
yeah,
halma.
the great Pasquale. Yeah, we're gonna cover the azzurri tonight, of course. Then we'll cover about a little bit the Serie A news that it never ends. Finally, we can talk about something in Inter. There's a lot of news around there. Then a little bit of everything. So yeah, which Severino will be on Sunday, correct? At New York.
Yes, we are going. We have a bunch of people coming from. I'm going. Me, my daughter, some of my friends. Juventus Club of Empire State are going. We have some friends of ours, Reno, that are coming as well from Baltimore, from Maryland,
Yeah, from the
um,
AGC
and
group.
From the AJC group. It's gonna
Yeah,
be
our
it's
boys.
gonna be a. I'm hoping the weather is okay because right now they're saying no rain, but they're saying like 50s and a little windy. So we'll see, but no rain, so that's good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, good for you guys. I wish I had a chance to watch, but I'm hoping at the World Cup, the national team.
yeah,
But I hope they play well because how they
yep.
played yesterday. I know me, you were going to talk about this. But just before I start, I had one of my paisans yesterday. I'll show you. He went to watch. Let me see how this works. Yeah, as you see, he was
Oh,
with
very nice.
Spalletti, Barella, Buffon, Raspadori, Cannavaro, great man Chiesa. That's my friend Jeff. You can see him over there.
Nice, very nice.
Yeah,
I wish the
and
weather was going
of
to be like
course,
that Sunday.
yes, yeah, he's gonna be there too. I'll let him know.
Oh,
So yeah,
he's coming Sunday too.
yeah, I'll text him.
Nice, nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
let
was
him
the
know.
vice president of the Juventus Club Vancouver. He knows John Grohl,
Oh,
everybody.
nice.
So
Oh, okay.
yeah,
So he's doing the trip from Florida up here to New York.
yeah, that's what he told me. I should text him later on. Which I'll tag
Nice,
him later on Instagram so he knows that I'm kind of sponsoring him. So yeah,
nice, very nice.
yeah. So Sev, what are your thoughts about this game? Me personally, yes, we win, but man, well, that poor performance. Donnarumma ha fatto quella papera. I know a lot of people through my Instagram said that he did a good job by saving the rigore and stuff like that, but he's been doing often those little mistakes. But the team
Yeah,
itself, I don't see the grinta, man. So I don't know. Like we win, it is a good thing, but you know what I mean.
I number one, Reno, you could attest to this. What's the deal with the television on these games?
It
Like
doesn't work.
I couldn't find a freaking game yesterday. Remember, I was texting you. I said,
Same,
"What
same with
channel?"
me.
I couldn't find it. I was like, "What channel is it on?" And then finally, I found it in Spanish on the Fox Spanish channel that I watched it. And then I'm like, "All right." And then then they had like some technical difficulties. I didn't get into it until like the 20th minute. Um, but I didn't think I missed much anyway. In the 20 minutes. But I have to tell you, you're right, Reno. No grinta, no. I mean, you said it today in one of your posts that maybe because they treated it like a friendly or they treated it like
Yeah, they went there as a
it wasn't.
vacation.
Yeah, they went to Florida. Bello, nice over there in the sunny
Yeah.
Florida. I have little things to say about our players, our three. About you want me to talk about that now, or you want to talk about just the team in general?
It's up to you. It doesn't matter. Then we can talk
Um,
about the team. I know me and
well,
you're Juventini, so
right.
there's lots to
So
talk about that.
on the Juventus side, I'll be quick.
Yeah.
I know I'm in the minority here. I actually didn't mind the way Locatelli played. I think he played. You know what it was with me? It was nice to see him play a little bit. He looked more comfortable. I don't think he did anything crazy. He didn't do anything crazy, but you could tell that he felt more comfortable, more secure, moving up a little bit, doing the long passes on the left to Chiesa or on the to Raspadori. I saw him doing like a lot of nice little things. I wish he would just move up more. That's my thing with Locatelli. I want the Locatelli from Sassuolo.
Yeah.
That's the
It's
Locatelli
tough.
I want. So, and I don't know, I don't want to go against the Allegriani here, but
That's what
like
we're gonna
I just
talk about today.
I know, but it's like, but Reno, seriously, like this guy hasn't been the same. I remember the Locatelli on Sassuolo, and even
Same.
that year on Milan, like it was just like it was a different player. I don't know, like he played good yesterday, but on the same side, like he looked more comfortable. Cambiasso, I have to tell you, this guy
You
could
play
play
good.
anywhere.
Yeah.
He could play anywhere. He could be a right back, a left back, a wing back, a center midfielder. I mean, if they showed this guy how to play goalie, he would probably know how to do goal. He's not great at any of the positions, but he just handles it. Like he's just good at every position they put him at. So I was okay with him. Chiesa, oh boy. And Reno, you know me with Chiesa. You know me with Chiesa. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know where it's almost like his brain is like he kept every time Locatelli or somebody would feed him the ball on the left wing, I'm gonna pass it right back to you. It's like, come on, let's go. Let's
I
go, move
know.
up. This is your bread and butter here. This is what you do. Take the guy on. He did a couple of plays where he was okay, but I don't I don't want to get into the argument about Chiesa is ruined by Allegri because I think he is.
That's
But
what I think too, but other people don't see it.
no, they don't. We're in the minority there, Reno. They all think that a player should be able to play anywhere that you tell him to play, and he should be great at it, which doesn't make any sense to me. But
Because
Chiesa,
go
go
ahead.
ahead, Reno. No, go
No,
ahead.
go ahead.
I
No,
I was more like I just don't like that he plays a little timid lately, the last few games. That's all. That's all I was gonna say.
I don't know because I don't know by your end. I was looking through Facebook through my paisans from Italy. It's gonna show to Luca Bertoli. He's from Italy. He didn't have a chance to watch the game. Buonasera, Luca.
Ciao, Luca.
And people just say, "Oh, vedete adesso." You see now, Chiesa, and now it's Spalletti out, because Chiesa did not play good on his right position. I'm just like, is it possible you people always have to find an excuse to blame the players just to defend
Oh yeah,
Allegri? So you're
100%.
telling me that Chiesa is not a good player? That Chiesa is useless? Locatelli,
Right.
I understand with Locatelli. Recently, he hasn't.
Recently, he hasn't been too good. No, I agree.
But I told one of these guys, well, maybe it's Allegri's fault. Maybe because under Allegri they haven't been performing, so we haven't seen them that grinta. Because Macedonia, they play good. I know it's a qualification. Maybe they put more of the
That game
heart.
meant
Because I
something.
can,
That game meant
yeah.
something.
Because this is just a friendly. I'm not a big fan of friendly games. Like it's good to watch and see what they're doing. I don't know what your thoughts about it,
Yeah.
but like
I'm gonna just to finish up on Chiesa, and then we can move on. But the thing with Chiesa is this, and I've had these arguments with a lot of the guys in our AJC chat. I've had these arguments with friends of mine here. My problem
say,
with my problem with it is that I don't. It's not that Allegri ruined Chiesa or Allegri ruins Locatelli. It's not that.
no,
I don't care about the formation. I don't care 3-5-2, 4-3. I don't. No me ne fotte. I don't me ne frega. I don't care. My
yeah,
thing is, it's got to be the mindset of what the coach puts on the player. That's
exactly.
how I look at it. So if the player is going to play timid, like here's my beautiful thing, Reno. Really quick example. Did you see how
Go ahead.
yesterday they scored a goal and the azzurri just kept pushing. After the goal was scored, they just kept pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. Okay. They didn't do a good job at it, but they still did it. That's Spalletti. Invece, Allegri is score a goal. Ooh.
Back, yes.
Down gear.
Spalletti is more attacking.
Switch it back to a second gear. Let's see, and then wait for a counterattack, and we could do this. Now, a lot of people say, oh, but Chiesa's playing on the wing with Juventus. He's not playing as a false nine or a second striker. Yes, he is. All the heat maps show it that he's playing on the left wing. But he's playing on the left wing with Kostic behind him. and they're literally tripping over each other, the two of them. Now, I'm not making excuses for Chiesa. I'm really not. It's just
no.
It's you guys, everybody's got to look at it the right way and say Chiesa is his own worst enemy. If he's got all these other things going on where Kostic is behind him, Allegri screaming at him to go more in the middle, he's going to be like that. And that's it. Punto e basta.
As my paesano says, Allegri palla indietro. È giusto. Stiamo dicendo perché sai come, Luca, gli allegriani stanno offendendo Chiesa e dicono che lui non è un buon giocatore. Per difendere Allegri, tu lo sai come la situazione, Luca, ma noi stiamo dicendo all'incontrario, cioè Chiesa, he's a good player, but I just don't know. People need to stop, do all it possible to defend this guy. Because don't tell me that. I know with his injuries, he can be kind of down. I was talking with some people on
con lo cervello, Chiesa, from the injuries, he went è andato giù.
Yeah. But let's wait and see. Let's hope we see something beautiful on Sunday. Because Macedonia, you ask me against Macedonia, Ukraine, he played good. I don't want to hear any excuses.
He did.
Yeah, but people find excuses. I don't want to hear that. Then besides that, you said about Cambiasso, Donnarumma. I don't know your thoughts about Donnarumma.
I forgot about him.
No, we're going to talk about other players because we were sticking to our Juventus.
Yeah.
So
I'm
Donnarumma,
sorry, I went off on my rant. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. No problem. You said it. Juventus players. Then we'll talk about the rest of the team. No problem.
Mm-hmm.
But Donnarumma, I know a lot of people were saying it through my Instagram. They were defending him. Yes, he saved the rigore, but he should not be doing these papere. Like for me, that was a papere because he usually does it with PSG. Recently with the national team, because if you do something like this with the national team, per carità.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I prefer. I wanted to see Vicario, to be honest. It's a friendly. Give it a try, or maybe Perin. A lot of people say Vicario. I don't know about Perin.
I don't know why they don't call Perin up. Every year they snub him.
Yeah. So I don't know. What are your thoughts about Donnarumma?
Reno, let me ask you a question just to answer like your question. Right now in a must-win game, would you take Szczesny or Donnarumma? In a must-win final.
Wow, that's a good question.
The reason why I ask, Reno, and then you can answer, I think Donnarumma is a little overrated. He's a good penalty kick goalie. I will give you that. He's a very good penalty kick. But he makes some mistakes sometimes. And so does Szczesny. Szczesny does it too. But I don't get the big deal with Donnarumma. I would take, what's his name?
Vicario.
No, Vicario, Carnesecchi. All these young goalies coming up in Serie A. I like them. I mean, I don't see Donnarumma being that much of a gap, like where, sometimes you watch these videos every day and they're like, oh, Juventus is looking at Donnarumma as a possible future goalie. For the money that he's going to get, no. I mean, you could get a goalie just as good as him for a lot less money.
Yeah, like Carnesecchi.
Carnesecchi, right. That Euro in 2021 or whatever made that guy.
Yeah, it's un po' montato la testa. That's the problem.
Yep.
Because he should have stayed at Milan for me.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah, because PSG, he did a lot of mistakes when he was there. So, but then he paid the
He's
price
a good
because he left.
he's a good goal. He's a good goalie, but he's not that much better than all these other guys. I don't think so anyway.
No, same here. A lot of people defend him, like I said, through my Facebook, Instagram, but they were saying, I said, Paisans, let's be honest. Like,
Yeah.
I know you love the guy, but he has been doing a lot of mistakes. So let's hope not to see it again. Then again, it's a friendly match whatsoever. But then, funny enough, when moving on with the players, when they changed Jorginho and who
Yep.
else, I can't remember, people said, oh, they need to get rid of Chiesa Locatelli in order for them to score.
No, no, no.
Classico Allegriani. But we got to give credit to this kid, Retegui. What do you think?
He
Well, we got to
looked
see with
good.
the big matches.
He looked confident. He looked good to me. And what's funny, he looked better yesterday than he looks with Bologna.
Yes.
Maybe I don't know if it was the service that he was getting from the midfielders. I don't know if he was just confident being away from Bologna or away from Motta. We don't know. We don't know. But I have to tell you, he looked. I've watched a lot of Bologna games this year. Retegui yesterday looked very, very different. He looked confident. He was taking shots from far away.
He plays
And
with Genoa, not Bologna.
oh, scusa, Genoa. I'm sorry.
I know it's the same color.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, you know what? You know what I noticed yesterday? He was doing stuff that sometimes I've seen Thuram do from Inter. He was going off to the wing yesterday a couple of times and centering it in. Like he was playing a lot more, dynamic than I've seen him play with Genoa. Like I don't know. I liked what I saw from him yesterday. And there was rumors
Yeah.
today that they said they might want to look. Juve might want to look at him for a rotation with Dusan. I mean,
You
I
even
gotta.
want to look a lot of options. We'll see.
Yeah,
Let's hope
I
so.
know. I don't know. I say this all the time, Reno. I don't know how you content creators. I have to
We
really give
try.
you credit. I give you guys a
Thank
lot of
you.
credit because every day it just changes. It's Allegri staying, Allegri's going. We're getting coat miners. We're not getting coat miners. We're getting Samarzic. Nope, we're not getting like every day I watch you guys for my daily news feed while I'm at work, and I'm like, how do these guys do it? Every day it changes.
But it's fun. That's the beauty of it.
No,
I
I
don't
know,
see
I
that
know.
much Calcio Mercado right now because there's no point because we're a long ways. But
Oh yeah.
with the legacy situation, we'll talk about it after. But
Hmm.
it never ends. So yeah,
But it changes.
yeah,
Chiesa's out. Chiesa's in. Dushan's out. Dushan's in. It's
yeah.
just like
Uh, it might even now with an international break with all these news coming along.
oh
Surprising
my
that
god.
Inter is in the middle finally.
Yeah,
So,
well,
because it was always us having the bad news, now even Inter's having some bad news. But
thank God.
nothing's
Thank
gonna
God.
happen to them. So
Yeah.
before I move on, you have anything else to say about the national team?
I'm trying to think. I would have liked to see this kid Colifiori, come si dice?
Uh, Calafiori,
Calafiori, that's
Fiore,
it. I would have liked
Calafiori.
when and then this will lead into the Inter talks. When Acerbi got sent down,
Yeah,
why didn't they bring him in? I would have
Calafiori.
liked to bring it. Calafiori would have been nice.
They brought Mancini. I understand why.
Oh God! Don't get me started on the Roma people. Mancini and Cristante. They got to stop bringing him up. They got to stop
No,
bringing them up. Pellegrini, I get it. Pellegrini's been having a good year. I don't
yes.
mind that. But Cristante and Mancini. Oh my God! Oof. But go ahead.
Luca,
Keep going.
yeah,
Keep going.
sorry, no problem. E in estate vedo spesso il padre di chiesa che viene in palestra dove vado io. È ancora in
Oh,
forma.
nice.
Wow, beato
The
te.
father. The father, huh?
Dove abiti Luca? Toscana or somewhere? Yeah, he said that in the summer he sees Chiesa's father in the gym, this guy Luca
Oh,
Bertoli,
really?
and he's still in shape. Yeah.
What's funny, Reno? Did you watch the Netflix on Chiesa last year?
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah.
Did you know? Did you notice that the mother was in, the brother, but the father wasn't in? Maybe the father didn't want Enrico. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He didn't want to be
Enrico.
in it.
I don't know. That's
I,
surprising.
I,
Yeah, the mother was in. Maybe
the
he's
mother was.
shy. I don't know.
No, the only thing I thought of was that maybe because he was a famous soccer player too, like he didn't want to take attention away from the son. I don't know.
Forte dei Marmi. E dove è Forte dei Marmi?
Oh, where is
In
that?
Toscana.
Where is that?
Yeah. Scusa l'ignoranza, Luca. In che regione? Io sono abruzzese, quindi
Yeah,
ho
yeah, yeah.
sentito Fonte dei Marmi. I heard about it, but
Well,
I don't
it's got to
remember
be
where it is.
somewhere. It's got to be somewhere in Toscana because
Yeah,
I think they're from Florence. I think sono di Firenze. The family,
I
I think
think
they're from.
so. Yeah. Yeah,
I want to say
Toscana.
they're from Florence.
Yeah, Toscana.
Mm.
Bravo. Oh, beato te che conosci il padre. And guys, you can follow him on YouTube. He does these things, those helicopter video cameras. I don't know how you call it.
Oh,
Uh,
the
yeah,
droid
the
camera.
droid. Yeah, he does a lot of these footage. He's pretty good, Luca.
Mm-mm-mm.
Vedi, Luca, ti sto dando promozione. Grande. Ma sta ancora sveglio? Che ore sono là? L'una? Le 2 di mattina? Mamma mia.
Yeah, it's gotta be late over there.
Arriva in Ferrari. Oh, okay. So, yeah. Now, we were saying I kind of lost track.
We
So
were
we do it.
finishing up with the national team, and you wanted to move on to the next. The
Yeah, well,
next.
you were talking about Acerbi, correct?
Yes, yes. Let's go. Let's go. I love talking about when Inter has problems. I love it.
Well, I did a video about it, which Interisti, they agree with me whatsoever. But man, this guy Acerbi, it was pretty shocking to me, and even though you can see from the cameras whatsoever, but he did say those kind of words. I know some Interists are trying to save as always, but guys, we gotta be because he's risking his career. It's a 10-day ban, I heard,
Oh,
and
10
yeah,
games. 10 games. 10 games.
sorry, 10 games
Yeah,
ban,
yeah, yeah.
and he may not play the national team at the
That's it. The Euros too. I don't think. Yeah.
Yeah, I know
Uh.
most Interisti are concerned because this situation, and then now the other situation with Zank, which we're going to cover it, and they're
Mhm.
kind of concerned they're going to lose their mind, lose their points. I said, guys, you guys are not going to lose points. Come on.
No,
if
no, no,
if that's so, then that's your call, your fault. So
no.
go ahead.
Said Gravina will never let Inter lose points over his dead body. Will he? This second star for Inter is, oh my God! It's the second coming
Magic.
of Jesus. It's it. It's the Pope.
It's
The Jesus
theirs.
Christ is coming to
Well, if they
is
lose the last
then
games,
right. They can only lose it on themselves. Gravina will never let that happen. Will they'll get the points deducted.
yeah.
The only thing I am curious about with this Acerbi thing is the way it happened. So I had the game on, but the announcers didn't. Obviously, they're not going to say whatever it is that he said.
Yeah.
The only part of it that bothered me, and I don't know if I'm right yet or not. Like nobody knows, is that the ref didn't hear it. The
Yeah.
ref only knows about it because I don't know if it was somebody on Napoli who said it or if it was De Jesus himself who said, "Hey, this guy just said this to me." That was my only thing.
Mm.
If that makes any sense, Reno. Like the ref didn't hear Acerbi say it.
Yeah, but when you're in that situation, it's hard to hear.
It's hard to hear. You're in the game. There's the crowd. There's everything going on. But if a guy runs up to, like this happened with Dusan and Kostic last year with Juventus, where they heard racist stuff coming from the crowd.
Yeah.
Okay, that's one thing. But the ref heard it. The ref heard it. The ref heard them saying stuff. That's one thing. But if you're the ref and you don't hear Acerbi actually saying it, and I'm not trying to defend Inter or Acerbi because Acerbi, oh my God, I can't stand that guy.
I can't
But
stand him either.
oh my God, I can't stand him. But my only thing is, and this is how I always speak as a Juventino, and that's why the deduction last year bothered me and everything. There's no due diligence. There's no due cause. Let's get it right. What's fair is fair. If Acerbi really said it, then he should be banned, and that's it. See ya, and maybe you could play next year again. But the fact that the ref didn't hear it, and it was only because De Jesus from Napoli said, "Hey, ref, this guy said this to me." Here's where, and not to bring Juventus into it, Juventus's stadium has the technology to go back and listen and look and see what everybody says. Even the people in the crowd, they
Yeah.
can do that. And in Vice, where were they that game? Were they at San Siro or at La Maradona? Where were they?
No, at San Siro, I believe.
They were at San Siro? I can't remember.
Yeah.
But either way, why aren't these stadiums able to do this? When this happened last year with Lukaku, or when it happened with Kostic or blah, Juventus, the Allianz Stadium right away, boom. Oh, it was that guy, it was that guy, it was that guy, it was that guy. That's what bothers me about it.
I know.
But on the other hand, if Acerbi really did do this, as our friend Berto says,
È
See ya.
grande, yeah. See ya.
I wouldn't care less. Let him go.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens. Yeah, it was at the San Siro that happened. So,
It was at San Siro, okay.
but then the agent was trying to defend him by saying that he said that "ti faccio nero," which I doubt it. But there were some pieces of when they were showing the replay that he did say that.
Oh,
So
they showed it. I didn't see the I didn't see like his. They showed like the mouth movement of it, or
yeah, on social media and stuff like that. So,
okay.
well, we'll see. Because even the players did not notice it either. But Jesus was trying to make peace, but then Acerbi didn't seem like so. That's why he went against. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want them
So,
to get it right. That's my
yeah.
problem. Like, get it right. If he really did say it, then get the hell out of here. If he didn't say it, it's the same thing of what I was saying with Juventus last year. If we really did do something wrong, then fine, deduct us the 10 points. But guess what? We really didn't do anything wrong.
Because it's not only us, it's other teams. Like
Right.
right now with
Oh,
Inter,
yeah.
Milan. How come this is
Oh,
nothing
my
happened?
God.
Like Inter, we get into Inter, the Zeng
Oh, my God.
situation,
Well,
all
that's
this
one thing.
debts.
Yep.
Yeah, all these debts, 340 million he owns at Zeng. Are they going to do something about it in the summer? I doubt it.
This is
Like,
where, and we have a mutual friend in John Grow,
yeah,
where
our
I
paisano.
disagree with a lot of Juventini who are like, screw the Italian team because of Gravina.
Yeah,
And the Italian team has nothing to do with Gravina. We root for the flag. We root for the colors, for the azzurri. We're going to always root for them. My thing is more of, if you're going to do it for Juventus, if you're going to deduct us, the thing with Juventus was for Champions League. That's what that was. It had nothing to do with plus Valenza. They were just making up bullshit because they needed
just to jeopardize us.
to get us out of Champions League, because we were going to start the Super League, right? We were going to be with Super League. But guess what? Napoli signed up for Super League. Lazio signed up for Super League. Milan signed up. All of these teams signed up for Super League. But when Juventus does it, gone. 10-point deduction, out of Champions League, out of Euros, out of everything. I never understood that. But watch, it's not just Inter. It's De Laurentiis too. He's going to be up Schitt's Creek with this bullshit with Osimhen.
Yeah.
And nobody's going to say anything. Nobody's going to say, wait a minute, but you did Plus Valenza with Osimhen. They're going to sell this guy for 150 million.
Yeah.
Nobody say anything to them. Nobody. Oh, go ahead. Sell him to PSG for 150 million. It's so stupid. I don't get it.
But it's not just the Laurenti situation. Even Milan recently, why nothing's happening to them? So this is what I don't get. I don't think nothing's gonna happen to Inter. Somehow, some way, they're gonna find their way out. Which I'm pretty sure they're never gonna sell, because nobody's gonna take that a company with a big major
No,
debts.
no, they owe
So,
like 800 million, I think it is.
well, they
Um,
owe like 350 on Oak Tree. So they're asking
yes,
for,
no,
yeah,
I know, but Reno, the overall debt, and then we were talking about this a few weeks ago with your Inter friend from Australia,
Anthony. Yes, Inter
Anthony.
Worldwide. Yeah.
And I said to him, I said, we're in debt for about right now about 150, 160 million. They're in debt for like 800 million.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, they still get players. They still get Thuram. They still get Fratesi. They still get not De Vrij. Who's the French defender they have over there? That's good. The
Um,
defenseman from France. I
yeah.
can't remember his name. They made a nice team.
Pavard.
Pavard.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, he's good. Yeah, yeah, the one that played
Yeah,
at Bayern. Yeah.
yeah. They went
Well,
and
they
got two
have
players.
Marotta.
Right, but they're somehow figuring out a way financially how to do this. Meanwhile, Juventus is only 160 million in debt, and all we got was Weah. Come on, something's
I
not
know
right here.
we're I know we are in a different position because, like I keep on saying, in our situation, the reason why we cannot get these players whatsoever, because as we all know, with the FGG situation, we cannot get the top quality players until 2025, and the same with this year. We might get some free transfers whatsoever, but I don't know. All I know, I don't know if you heard the news today that they owe him a lot of money, Oak Tree, whatever that is. So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but I don't
But
think
what?
they're gonna do something. Plus, Marotta is between the politics. He's close to Gravina, so I don't know. But I hope what is right, even with Milan.
Yep.
Sorry.
All of these teams have come si dice, they have dirt underneath their cura de paglia. You understand? Like they all have
According to
one.
Paya, yeah.
Yeah, they all have it. The problem is the only ones who get called out on it is Juventus, unfortunately.
We're the most hated club, Paisano.
Yeah.
And plus, there was the issues with Agnelli because he speaked up, he tried to fight, but unfortunately, you can open your mouth. That's why Elkan
Yep.
is trying to take charge, which I don't agree with Elkan.
Me
I know
neither.
if he opens, yeah, if he opens his mouth, then he's gonna be because he's the beta male of the situation. Unfortunately, I know we gotta prove everybody su campo. I hope by next year or whenever that is. But it's way too much. It's
Yep.
because I got friends of mine saying now you're criticizing Gravino when they used to help you guys. It's not that. I get you guys respond when he was on our side, but it's in general, not just towards us. In Italy in general, he's not doing well. Why he doesn't think about building new stadiums or do something good for the
Right.
television and stuff. That's something that we love instead of this corruption and all this bullshit. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
And meanwhile,
So
meanwhile, Gravina has the Agnelli family and the Elkan family that are the only owners that are trying to be progressive in Serie A. Juventus is the only stadium that's new, brand new,
yeah,
modern stadium. They're the only team that is still bringing in a Ronaldo a few years ago to make the whole league more money. Like all these owners, like Lotito and De Laurentiis, and all these owners that hate Juventus, how much money did Juventus make all those teams by bringing Ronaldo in? Do you have any idea?
they don't understand it. They don't
Like
understand
I
it.
don't get that part of it. Like no, it's not like back in the 80s and 90s where all the big players like Ronaldo, the Brazilian Ronaldo, I mean,
Ronaldo.
Zidane, Henri, these big world class players used to all want to come to Serie A. Now it's not like that anymore. They don't come here. They go to the Premier League. They go to La Liga. They go to the French League. We were able to bring one of these big shot, big time players here and make the whole league a shit ton of money. And they ridicule us for that, and they penalize us.
It's
I just never
bullshit.
understood that. We made the whole league money, and it's too much. I don't get it. I don't get it.
I know. It is what it is, but we'll be back. We'll be back.
Yeah,
Time.
no, I'm not.
It's
I'm
gonna
not worried.
take time. It's gonna take a long time, my friend. But you just gotta be patient.
It's gonna take time, and it's gonna take one move, Reno. One move.
What is that?
I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the champagne.
Oh, Allegri, huh? I know the conversation Allegri is gonna come. Yeah, I feel you. It's not just Allegri, even the players too. But I'm very
No, the
sick and
players
tired of
too.
Allegri. But with Allegri, I'm very sick and tired. Are you?
Uh, Let me put it this way. I'm
Okay,
gonna
go ahead.
always. I'm gonna always give Allegri the benefit of the doubt because he's been a legendary coach for us. He's won, what is it, 4 or 5 scudetti. He got us to a
Five.
couple of 5 scudetti. He's gotten us to Champions League finals, Coppa Italias, Super Coppas. I get it, but there's one thing that everybody's got to remember: when he did all that, look at the team he had.
And
Look
thank to
at the
one
team he
person,
had.
Conte.
Oh, Conte, but no, I understand, but
Hmm.
Conte is one of those guys where I'm not a big. I like Conte, but I don't like the way Conte does it. Where he does it, he builds, he develops, he makes this beautiful team, and then gone, and then he's gone and he leaves.
Well, we'll see because with all these rumors circulating, even with Thiago Motta, we don't know for sure if he's going to
Yeah,
come because he said he doesn't know if he wants to come in the situation how the Sociedad is, unfortunately. But
yeah,
this guy Conte, I had a friend of mine. He did a video with Conte. He lives in Torino. I know he lives in Torino, Conte. He was around the Island Stadium. So, and Conte, he's the guy can fix this mess. I know you got to bring the players too, but I know a lot of people might hate my guts, what I'm saying, but be careful with Conte. I'm
I
telling you right
I
now.
I agree in the sense of there's not many people who can come in and fix something like Motta. I would like him, or
Yes.
even, and you know my favorite. We've spoken a lot about this, Reno. My real choice is Italiano. That's who I really want.
Yeah.
But he's young too, just like Motta. But Conte could come in and take this team as it is, add maybe 2 or 3 little people, and get, I can go forward with it and really fly with them.
But
He's
we
a
gotta be
fixer.
patient.
He's a fixer though. He knows how to take the team from this and turn it to this in a year.
Conte.
Granted,
Yeah. Yeah.
Conte, yes. The
Yeah.
only thing with Conte is whatever he's going to do is not sustainable, which means he's going to leave after 2 or 3 years. He might win a Scudetto. He might win a couple of Coppa Italias. He'll get to a semifinal of a Champions League. And then the next year, he'll be like, all right, I'm going to MLS, or I'm going to go to, like, that's how he is. I want somebody that it's too short term. That's my point. If Conte
Yeah.
comes here and he fixes us for 2 years, and then when he leaves, we're back down to where we are now.
But if that's the case, because he's desperate, he really wants to come to you, he might change. He might stay until he can. But we don't know because even Mota, yes, I like the idea, but even someone was telling me it's not going to be all roses and sunshine with Mota
No,
because you got to see
Mota.
if he handles the
Yep,
pressure. Allegri, he's still staying for 3 years, but he's not going to have all the pleasure like Allegri had because Allegri is connected with Daniele, Elkan, so
yep.
he's not going to have all this freedom, and we got to see if he can handle the pressure at Juventus because it's not Bologna.
It's not
So
Bologna. It's not Bologna. Number one, and number two, he's not starting with little with play. Like he's got to. Does Mota has to figure out how to work with stars. And I know nobody thinks that we have stars, but we have stars. I'm sorry,
but
but Chiesa is a star. Dusan is a star. Bremer is a star. These are Danilo is a star. These guys are international players. Motta has never played. He's never coached stars. So maybe that might be a little bit. I'm not saying that it is, but you don't know how he's going to interact with world. Not. I don't want to say they're all world class players, but
no.
they're stars.
Well, people say they're bad players, but Me, you
They're
can
not
agree.
bad players, guys. Come
I
on.
know, but this is what I don't get. So you're telling me that Whitecaps Toronto FC is better than Juventus? Like that's why I tell people, or Chilano or Verona is better than Juventus. I don't get these people.
Uh,
Reports say Mota going to Milan.
all
There's
right.
a lot of rumors. Like I said, it's not for sure that he's coming to Juve, but I will take it. Like I will still talk about it on my videos, like I always do, and we're just gonna really see. But for sure, Allegri is gonna leave. Like
Well,
prega per Dio.
Ralph, let me ask Ralph a question. Ralph, isn't Ralph a Milanista?
No, he's a Laziale. He's from
Ah,
Ontario.
let's see. I was gonna say, do you want Motta to Milan?
Hmm,
Because
I don't know.
Ralph should be happy if he's a Lazio fan. He just got what's his name? He got
Tudor,
Tudor,
and we're
which
gonna
is
have.
that's a nice move for Lazio, huh?
Yeah, that is a nice move. And surprising enough, we're gonna have. I think Tudor will be there on the Lazio game, so we gotta be careful with
And
Lazio. I
plus
don't
we
know.
have 3 games with Lazio in like a month. Because we
Yes,
have we have the Serie A game and then the two Coppa Italia games.
yes. We gotta be careful. I don't know. I'm kind of scared. I don't know about you, but if there's a little
Yeah.
flip from the boys,
What's
uh,
his name from Lazio? What's the owner's name?
Lotito.
Lotito. That was a nice little secret move that he did with Tudor, huh? That came out of nowhere. Nobody expected that. That Saudi was gonna leave, and then
Yeah.
just out of nowhere, like that's a nice little move for Lazio.
Eh, but
And they have some good. They have
Lotito.
they have some good players on that team.
Yeah, the thing with Lotito, he's a mafioso man, so he's allowed to do anything. But if Juventus does something like this, it's the end of the world. He will be the first one complaining, Lotito.
Oh,
No
100%.
offense, Raf. No offense to you, Raf. I respect you. So yeah, I don't know about this Juventus the next games. I don't know what you're thinking, but for me, you sto pregando, amico
Uh,
mio.
I don't know. I was convinced, and I texted you, Reno, after the game, the last game on last Sunday. I
Yeah,
thought he'd be gone by now.
that's what I thought too. But
I
they
really
can't
thought he'd
fire
be gone
him.
by now.
They can't
No,
fire him
no, they
because,
they can fire him, but they don't want to pay him. That's the problem.
but not only that, they can't fire because what I heard, because of the FGG situation, if they fire him right now, then they're gonna be penalized like a fine. But they can't
Why?
fire him because of the FGG, because they cannot do nothing after 2025 with these rules.
Oh, so why was Roma able to fire Mourinho or Lazio able
Yeah,
to
but
fire
because we were
Sarri?
penalized last year, that's why.
Oh, it still goes back to that. Oh, Madonna
Oh,
mia.
but we can fire him in the summer, 100%. So
Yeah.
let's wait
I
and
mean,
see.
I thought after the last game, and how horrible that was the bottom of the. To me, that was the worst I've ever seen Juventus play.
Yeah,
And as much as you want, if you're an Allegriano, if you're an Allegri in, Allegri out, there is no way you could defend when a whole team doesn't respond to you anymore and respond to what you're trying to do. You can't get rid of all 25 players. You can't.
no,
You can't fire the 25 players. So what do? And that's just like sports here in North America. Baseball,
yes,
hockey, football. What do? They fire the coach. It happens all the time here in American sport. You fire the coach. Why can't we do this with this guy? And then
I know
Ma-
it's
and then
ridiculous.
either Landucci or what's his name from the next gen, Montero.
Montero, yeah,
Right. You bring him in for a few months, and then in June you figure out what you're gonna do. Like I don't
I don't
get
know what
it.
to tell you
Some
because
they
for
gotta wake they
me,
gotta wake this team up. They need a spark. They need something to snap them out of this.
but like we keep on saying on the chats, through us whatsoever,
Mm-hmm.
nobody is interfering. It's true that Elkan said that for sure that he's going to get rid of Allegri at the end of the season. But if there's nobody interfering and try to fix the situation, you know what I mean?
Yep.
That's why everything collapse.
Yep.
So that's what the environment is fucked up whatsoever. So because Junior can do so much, he just started, but let's hope to see for the better. Then the Allegri, there's people still defend it, but there's some Allegri that now they're like uh, get rid of it. But at the same time, some of these Allegri fans they put the blame on the players. But come on, guys, don't tell me that our players cannot perform to stay at least top four and to win the Coppa Italia.
No, my argument is there's got to be a balance. You want to blame the players? Yes, there are certain games. There are certain games like the last game. That's not Allegri. That's the players. The players just looked like they couldn't give a shit. They were just
Yeah,
weak.
they don't want to play with
They
him
were
anymore.
scared. They were scared. They didn't look grinta. Non c'avevano grinta. Nothing.
La voglia
When
zero.
right when the whole team is doing it, if there was just a player, let's say we argue all the time about Chiesa or about Locatelli, or about Dusan. All of these players, one or two or three of them, they have an issue. That's fine. That's on the player. But when the whole team just looks lifeless and no nothing like that, non c'è volontà, non
Yeah,
c'è grinta, non c'è voglia. That's on the coach. I'm sorry. And then at
you're right.
halftime, and then in halftime in spogliatoio, what are you saying to these guys? Good job, guys. Good job. Bravi, bravi, bravi. We need more of this. Come on. What are you doing?
And
Say something to these people.
like we say in Abruzzo, hanno fatto le panne con l'uovo. They did it with
Yeah.
the eggs with bread. Like, it's ridiculous, man. You know what I gotta say with these next games? I know people are convinced we stay top four. I am praying. That's all I can say. Just
Yep.
get these 3 points and let's make it to the Champions League because it's not looking pretty.
Reno, if we don't make Champions League, oofa. Oh my God.
It's gonna be
It's,
a long ride for us.
yep.
And then we can forget about Conte, Mota,
Oh,
uh,
no.
Cruz, Group Miners. We can forget about everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
I mean, the Club World Cup is a nice thing because that's a nice little money injection. And then,
but still,
who's to say we won't get to the round of 16 or quarterfinal? You don't know. So maybe you get 70, 80 million out of that.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then you get Champions League where what's Champions League when you start? 60 million when you get in? Or 70
I
million?
think, oh, or 40.
It's 40 just to get in, right?
Yeah. Then if you're first, I think you get that 70 million.
Oh, it depends on where you finish with Serie
I
A.
think so. Yeah. I'm not too sure. Yeah.
And then
I
Reno,
forgot.
don't forget another 40 million because they're going to change the sponsor on the shirt.
Yes, that's what Rafa said. We need to know more and talk about. There's going to be some
Yeah.
new sponsorship, which unfortunately it's nothing confirmed that Juventus won't be playing this year at the summer tour, but we got to wait in a couple weeks.
Oh, that's another thing.
Yeah,
Yes. Which I'm going to be a little bit pissed off about that because they released. Oh, thanks, Ralph. It's 50 million for Champions. Okay, so that's 100 plus another 40 for the new sponsor, which I hope, by
yeah.
the way,
Then
is Ferrari.
Club World
I
Cup
hope
50.
I hope it's Ferrari. My personal thing.
Yeah,
I would like Ferrari. That would be nice. It would look nice with the yellow. But that's 150 million.
yeah.
And now you're
So
starting fresh.
I know, guys. Keep on still putting these beautiful likes. Then of course share the content whatsoever. Um, Before I continue, just one second. Let me see how much likes do I have. Come on, guys, 4 likes. Bring
Oh,
more.
come
Let's
on.
go up to 10 at least.
Let's
In some
go.
subscription.
Moviteve. Let's go.
Moved.
Moved.
You were saying about the summer tour. You're not happy that we're not going.
I don't understand it. I don't get why if it's a thing with the sponsorship where they're going to Saudi Arabia to maybe get a sponsor in Saudi Arabia, like Etihad Airways or Qatar
Or they got to see
Airline.
the coaching situation whatsoever. It can be
Right,
anything.
that it's all tied into each other. So if they don't do it with Ferrari, and they have to go to Saudi Arabia to get a sponsor, that means they're going to go do an Asian, Middle Eastern tour. They might go play there. It's very
Well, we're
rare that
lucky.
they're not coming here. It's very rare.
Well, next year we're lucky because we're gonna watch the World Cup. I was gonna go this year
And it's
because
and it's
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
be
here. And it's
busy.
gonna be here.
Yeah, that'd be good for you. But it's good on Milan. Yeah, on Milan. That's the win against Man City, bro. New York. So,
You mean 20 minutes down the block? They're gonna be.
well, lucky you, man. Beato te.
Oh,
Sono
I'm not
geloso.
going. I'm not going. I'm not gonna go see Milan and bro. If I go to Milan, who they playing? Real Madrid, Barcelona. Who they playing?
No, Man City.
Okay, Man City. So if I go to a Man City Milan game at Yankee Stadium with a Juventus jersey on, I'm not gonna come home alive. They'll kill me over there. What are you, nuts?
It'll be nice to see how Man City plays live, but I get your
No,
point.
I agree.
It's
I agree. I agree. No, I would
That's
go.
money too, because we're not gonna have a discount to watch that. So no, thank you.
Yeah, no, no, no. I don't know. I'll see. I'll see if it's. I don't like watching a soccer game in a baseball stadium. I've never liked it. They do that here
Oh,
a little
okay.
bit. The Red Bull do it, and NYCFC with the MLS, they do it here sometimes.
MLS
It's so confusing to watch it, like the way they cut the lines and everything. It's a very weird. It's weird to watch a
situation.
soccer game in a baseball stadium. Yeah, it's weird, but it's
I
literally a
bet.
half hour from me.
Wow. Beadote.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man.
um, I wanted to ask you something, Reno,
Ask
and
me, my friend.
so we spoke about Inter, we spoke about Juve, we spoke about Italy. Can we talk a little bit about Roma?
Sure, why not?
Like,
Well,
and because it only because it feeds into what they were able to do with De Rossi,
yes, I know where you're gonna come from.
and why Juve is not able to do that. And there's so many haters on social media today that they're all the Juventini accounts and all these stuff is saying, "Oh, you Juventini have to stop looking at what Roma did. That they went from a team that was under Mourinho in a 3-5-2, hold back, cortomuso type of thing, play on the
Yeah,
counter, whatever. And then all of a sudden, within 7 days, a week later, boom, 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 they're scoring 4 or 5 goals a game. Oh, but they're only playing shit teams. They're playing Frosinone. They're playing Salernitana. They're doing it. Hey, guys, guess what? They're still in the Euros. They're gonna
yeah.
make
Europa Cup.
they're making a push for top
Europa League.
four, and they're making a push for top four.
They beat Brighton 4-0. Like
But
I
this is
didn't
what I'm
expect that to
saying.
happen.
Like, I don't get it. What else does? And I'm not. It's not just go back on Allegri, but or a Juventus thing. But like, look how it's not that it's simple. And don't give me, oh, they got Dybala, Lukaku, and they got Pellegrini and Spinazzola. Okay, guys, we got players too. Juventus has good players. I don't know if anybody
I know people
realizes it.
forget that.
What do they think? We have minor, like a Serie C players.
Yeah,
We got good
Chilano
players.
players,
I don't
Avellino
understand.
players.
We got good players. Like, I don't get it.
I don't know,
These
man.
these Allegriani, like they're just like, oh, he won
They
five
can't face
Scudetti.
reality. That's the problem.
Reno, he
That's one
won
of the
5 Scudetti. Who did he win 5 Scudetti with? Who? With who?
with the
Look at the
top players
player.
with
Look at the players he had.
yeah, Pirlo, Tevez,
Oh my
Pogba at
God.
that time he was doing good. Like, come on, man.
Marquisio, Dybala. Come on, the players that this guy
Yeah,
had.
Bonucci,
Chiellini,
Barzagli,
everybody.
Chiellini. Like, come on. We need to stop. That's why I just cut off when I have a conversation with the Allegri. I said I don't associate with Allegriani. Well, if that makes you happy, yes, it does make me happy because I don't want to associate. Because he's always defensible. This guy, it is unbelievable.
No, you know something else, Reno? It makes us look like we don't appreciate what he did. And we do. Of
No,
course
we
we
do. Nobody
do.
said that.
He's a
His time is
legend.
done.
He's a legend.
Yes, I never said that.
But unless Juventus has the money that they used to have, he's not the coach for us right now.
Exactly.
If we can go and get Kope Miners, Samardzic, and Tony Cruz, that's who he wants. Okay, grazie ragazzo. You can get that midfield? Sure. Allegri will be great.
I know.
But we can't go get those players right now. We got to go to like the B squad and look at other type of players.
Or get some free options, like they were saying. Cancelo. No,
Yeah.
the guy from Man United. What's his name?
Oh, I heard that today.
Shit. Yeah. Fuck.
I know who you're
Not
talking about.
Cancelo. Let me see. Let me check here.
Look it up. You got the computer there. I don't have
The
it
phone.
over here.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it
Yeah,
was
I know
all
who
over
you're
the
talking
place.
about. I look at it this way. We don't even know if we can keep Dusan and Chiesa and Bremer. Our three best players, we don't know if we can even keep them.
Oh, Casemiro. Sorry,
Oh,
Casemiro.
Casemiro, yeah. But
with
that's
him,
my point. Like with our financial situation right now, we don't even know if we can keep our three best players. We don't know.
Exactly.
Bremer, Chiesa,
You know.
and Dusan, we don't know if we can keep them.
Well, maybe Bremer might leave if they're gonna pay him.
Right,
Good.
but
I hope
my
not. But
oh my god, if they get rid of Bremer, if they get rid of Bremer, I want 110 million easy. But they're not going to get that. They're not going to get that.
yeah, I don't know what to tell you, my friend. I don't know. We just have to wait
Yeah.
and see, and let's play by ear.
Let's play it by ear. Can we just get one thing, Reno, before we
Wrap
go?
it up. Yeah, yeah.
I want one thing. Just one thing before the end of the season. How many games we got left? 9 games? 8 games?
Nine games. Then plus
9
the
games.
Coppa Italia and company.
I want the three of them. I want Chiesa, Yildiz, and Dusan. A whole game.
Hope
In
to
the
see
front.
that.
In the front. And I don't know if any of the Juventini watching, if I hear one more time about Chiesa and Yildiz are the same thing and you rotate them, they're not. They have two completely different types of playing. Yildiz is a number 10. That's who he plays. He's up the middle. He's rough. He's going to take guys on. He's going to create plays. That's what he does. He's more like, I don't want to say he's like Del Piero, but that's what Del Piero used to do. He was a creator. He was a fighter in the middle of the field. Right? No, I know, but I'm saying the style of play, the style of it. Chiesa's not. Chiesa's a guy who's going to come off the wing, and when he feels comfortable, he'll come inside a little bit. But why can't the three of them play together? Look at last year, Reno, really quick. Did you ever see last year more than maybe 10 minutes, Di Maria, Dusan, and Chiesa? How many times
No,
did you
because the
see
problem,
The problem is
not
who?
that much.
The
Maybe
problem is who?
once. It's
Who's the
Allegri,
problem?
the one, because
Beautiful.
he's too scared to do these moves.
Okay, but Reno, do you remember a few years ago when we had Ronaldo and Dybala? Guess who played with those two players? Chiesa.
Yeah,
Chiesa played. Chiesa, Dybala, and Ronaldo. All three up front. Even though it didn't happen too often because Dybala was always hurt. But
yeah,
when it did happen, it was magic. It was beautiful. Let these
yeah.
three guys work together. Get some work together with them. Oh, Chiesa's coming out in the 60th. Yildiz is coming in. Mannaggia porca troia. Like, let them play. Let them play.
Mamma mia.
Oh,
Grande
my God.
Severino. Anyways, guys,
I'm going off.
gonna wrap it up. Oh yeah. Please put a like and subscribe. Then whoever's in New York, go check it out on Severino. He'll be there.
Yes.
Who you think
Yeah,
is gonna
guys.
win? Italy? 2-0?
Oh, man. If we don't win 4-0 against Ecuador, then I want my money back for the ticket.
Okay, guys. Let's wrap it up. We'll keep in touch. I'll probably do a live next week or in a couple of weeks when it's the serie. It's more movement, but we'll see. Anything can happen with me. So until then, forza Juve, forza Italia e a casa tutti. Ciao ciao.
Ciao, ciao. Ciao, ciao.